The skies have cleared and rain is out of the forecast as we get set for Clarinda A's baseball. It's an inter-Mink League matchup between the Clarinda A's and the visiting Chillicothe Mudcats. Mudcats coming into this one 1-5 on the season. Meanwhile, your A's 4-1 so far this year. My name is Seth Morey. I will be taking you through the call of this one. On the mound starting today for the A's is Dylan McIntyre. But before we get to him, we will go through the starting lineup for the visiting Chillicothe Mudcats. The Mudcats are coached by head coach Tyler Hudlow. Batting first for them is their shortstop Taden Hashimoto. Right behind him in the number 2 hole is Jackson Nilitz. He's playing center field tonight. Batting third, the designated hitter Jordy Ventura. Batting fourth, the third baseman Javon Ruboy. Batting fifth is the first baseman Slater Hook. Right after him is the second baseman Cannon Creason. Batting seventh behind Creason is the catcher Slayton Stearns. Behind him, the left fielder Tatsuki Yoshikawa. And then in the 9 hole, it's the right fielder, Ryder McLean. So we're ready to get this one started here in Clarinda as first pitch is awaited by the leadoff batter, Hashimoto, from the lefty on the mound, Dylan McIntyre. First pitch is in there, strike one. Finally, some clear skies here in Clarinda. The game against the Carroll Merchants last Friday was rained out after the 5th inning. That one resulted in the A's only loss so far this season, as pitch number 2 of this one is in there on the inner half of the plate for strike 2. Now 0-2 quickly against Hashimoto. Taden Hashimoto, number 12 for the Mudcats. He is in the shortstop position as he smacks one right back up the middle. A diving play by Baumgart. It's not going to be in time. It'll be an infield single to start the game for the Mudcats by Taden Hashimoto. So now we will enter the number 2 hitter in this Mudcat lineup. It's the center fielder, Jackson Nilitz. Nilitz stands in from the right side of the box to face the big lefty, Dylan McIntyre. Runner on first to start this one for the Mudcats, and there's another strike by McIntyre. No shortage of strikes to start this one. It's exactly what Coach Ryan Eberly likes to see out of his A's. 0-1 the count. As that one is going to be fouled and a broken bat. He's just left with the knob of that one. Well, that bat went out clear towards shortstop there. Look out if you're Sean Bazemore. So now the count moves to 0-2. Scoreboard giving me just a little bit of trouble. It wouldn't be a broadcast if I didn't have a little bit of trouble, though. As now we'll get a brand new bat to Nilitz. And he will ready with Hashimoto at first. Here's the pitch from McIntyre. It's going to go right back to him. He's going to fire to second, try and get one. The throw was just a little bit low, but Baumgart could not handle it there at second. So runners will be at first and second after an early error by the Athletics. So now a couple of runners on for Mr. Jordy Ventura. So Jordy Ventura, he is a Northwest Missouri State Bearcat. Same school I go to. Got to call a lot of his games this season, and I will tell you right now, this is a dangerous hitter at the plate. He will wait for the first pitch from his teammate at Northwest, Dylan McIntyre. That one's ball outside. You got to know there's a little bit of a battle inside their heads, not only to try and have a good outcome from this at-bat for Ventura, but also, you want to get bragging rights over your teammate if you can. McIntyre definitely wants a strikeout here. 1-0 the count, though, against Ventura. That one is just low for ball 2. Once again, we thank you for watching Clarinda A's stream tonight, taking on the Mudcats. Every one of you that watch supports the team in more ways than you can understand. 2-0 pitch from McIntyre. That one's way outside, and we will call it 3-0 against Ventura. Jordy in the designated hitter position today, as he will ready for the 3-0 pitch from McIntyre. This is the first time McIntyre has been behind on a batter tonight. Ventura will show bunt. First baseman Petrie will come in, but no offer at that one. 3-1 now. Just starting this one, top of 1. Runner at second is Hashimoto, and at first it's Nilitz. 3-1 the count. McIntyre's got a lot of work to do. Here's the pitch to Ventura. That one's going to be tapped towards Baumgart at second. He'll fire towards Bazemore at short. Back to first. It's in time. A double play, and the A's needed that. The runner will advance to third, so it'll be Hashimoto, the leadoff hitter, at third, but the double play comes in clutch. So now 2 down here in the top of the first with a runner on third. Exactly what Dylan McIntyre needed right there. And now he will face the 4-hole hitter, Javon Raboy. First one misses for ball 1. Tonight is 4-H night here at Municipal Stadium. Free admission, so if you're within the Clarinda area and you're sitting down watching this game, if you want to come out and enjoy a game, still got a lot of innings to play, as that one's going to be sliced foul towards the right side. No play on that one. And 1-1 will be the count. You just walk right into this stadium like you own the place. On 4-H night, free admission. One of the many free admission nights here in Clarinda. Doesn't love free baseball. So runner on third, 1-1 our count. 2 down here in the top of 1. Here's the pitch from McIntyre. That one's in there on the outer half of the plate. Now 1-2. Seemed like McIntyre would run into a little bit of trouble here in this inning, but the double play he was able to get Ventura to ground into has helped him extensively. 1-2 pitch from McIntyre. That one's outside. That'll even the count at 2 apiece. McIntyre trying to get out of the first here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one swung on and sliced towards the right side. And now that there's a ball on the ground, a kid will run and grab it. You get a free concession stand item for any ball that you turn into the concession stand here at Municipal Stadium. I love being up here in the booth, but sometimes I do wish I was one of those kids with a lucky foul ball. 2-2 pitch. That one swung on. It'll be grounded towards Gill at third. He can't get to it. It's too hot to handle. And the run from third will score, and Hashimoto and Raboy has himself a single through the left side of the infield. Will score it a hit through the left side. Not really a ton that Gill could have got about that. That one was ripped through the left side of the infield. Pitch from McIntyre is just outside. New batter here, Slater Hook, the first baseman tonight. Slater batting from the left side against the lefty pitcher McIntyre. McIntyre will get the runner at first. Now there's going to be a pickle in between first and second. The throw back to Bumgard at second is in time, and the runner is out. Oh, they're going to award him second base. They will award him second base because they're going to say that John Petrie, the first baseman, was in the way of the base runner, Raboy, and he did not have a fair shot to get back to first. He ran into the first baseman, Petrie, who was in the way, so now the runner will advance to second. Blocking the running lane, even though the running lane in a pickle is a little bit weird. Don't totally blame Petrie, just wrong place, wrong time, so instead of being picked off at first, the runner will advance to second. Regardless, though, it's a 1-0 count to Slater Hook. Here's the pitch from McIntyre. That one's in there for strike one. One count. McIntyre's got 2 outs here in the top of the first. That one lined towards the right side, foul ball. Hook made nice contact. He's just too far out in front of that one. Sometimes if you see it right out of the hand, it can almost result poorly because you get a little bit too excited and swing at it too quickly, and that's exactly what happened to Hook. So now 2 strikes on the first baseman. Here's the pitch from McIntyre. That one swung on and fouled off back towards the parking lot. The Athletics were supposed to play a game last night against St. Joe Mustangs here in Clarinda. Obviously rained out. A lot of rain has been coming into the area. I suppose that's the time of the year, though. No rain in the forecast tonight, though. Sunny, blue skies here in Clarinda. The 1-2 pitch from McIntyre. That one's going to be lined towards center. It'll drop in right center field, and the runner from second's going to come around to score. The third hit of the inning for the Mudcats, and they're already up 2-0. Very, very costly, I guess you would call it, incident there at first by the first baseman, Petrie. He ran into the runner, Javon Raboy, which then awarded him second base. Raboy was dead to rights in a pickle, as that first pitch from McIntyre is in there for strike one. I will just quickly apologize if I missed anything on the scoreboard. I am running the scoreboard tonight on the stream, so sometimes I get a little bit too caught up in the game. That happens a lot, actually, as that pitch is going to be in there for strike two, and that throwdown from Harrington is in time, but in and out of the glove of Baumgart. So Hook will move up to second. And now Cannon Creason at the plate, the second baseman tonight, has a chance to drive in the inning's third run, but he's in an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and fouled back towards our right side. Cannon from Maryville. He played for Maryville High School. Now goes to college out in California. He's come back to play for Chillicothe, though, this summer. A little summer ball for him. 0-2 pitch from McIntyre's low and outside. It's going to get away from Harrington. He's not going to have a throw to third. And Hook will move up towards third. So 1-2 now our count here in the top of the first. Boy, this seemed like it was going to be a smooth inning whenever Ventura grounded into that double play. But it's been anything but that. One error from the Athletics in this inning, and 3 hits given up by McIntyre. Got a chance to get out of it here. 1-2 pitch, swung on and fouled away by Creason. Not a ton of swing and miss from these Mudcats so far here in the first inning. They've been doing a good job making contact. 1-2 pitch from McIntyre. Swung on and fouled away once more. Here goes Jordy Ventura. He's going to run out there and grab that one. Give him a little workout in the dugout. Now Harrington will go ahead and have a brief meeting with McIntyre. Just kind of chat it over. Make sure that you connect. Sometimes that distance from home plate to the pitcher's mound can bring a little bit of disconnect. It's good to touch base every once in a while, especially whenever you've let up 3 hits and 2 runs in an inning. We'll do the 1-2 again. Pitch from McIntyre. He gets the swing and miss. And that will end the first inning. As we go to the bottom of the first, it's Mudcats up here early, 2-0 on the Athletics. Back in just a moment. Back here in Clarinda as we ready for the bottom of the first inning. We will hit you with the starting lineup for the home Clarinda Athletics. Batting first for the A's is the shortstop tonight, Sean Bazemore, playing his typical position. Batting right behind him is the left fielder, Cooper Knight. Batting third, the second baseman, Cole Baumgart. Batting fourth, first baseman, John Petrie. Batting fifth, the designated hitter making his first home start, Theo Anderson. Theo played for St. Mary's this season. He decided to stay with the team until they have now been eliminated there in the college baseball tournament. Right behind Theo is the 6-hole batter, Oscar Uhas. He's in right field. Batting in the 7-hole, we have Gavin Harrington, the catcher today. Batting 8th, the third baseman, Andy Gill, and batting 9th and rounding out the order is Grant Locken in center field. So it'll be Bazemore, the former Mink League Player of the Year, just a couple of years ago for the Athletics. He will start it from the right side against the starting pitcher for the Chillicothe Mudcats, Nick Blakeney. First pitch from Blakeney is going to be ball 1. Blakeney's 1-0 pitch. That one swung on and chopped towards the right side, and that is through the infield. It's a base hit to start it off for Bazemore. So nice hit to start off the Athletics. So now it'll be Cooper Knight. He will bat from the left side of the plate against the lefty on the mound, Blakeney. And he will line one towards left field. That's almost in the gap, but it will be grabbed by the right fielder, McLean. And Bazemore will stay at second. First and second now with nobody out for the Athletics. So now enter Baumgart. Cole Baumgart, the Clarinda native. He played for Clarinda back in the high school days. I'm sure most of you watching know that. As he's going to have Bazemore at second and Baumgart, or excuse me, and Knight at first, as that one's going to be high. Ball one. Cooper Knight, one of the returning players for the Athletics. He's typically an infielder, but he's trying out the outfield this summer. Seeing if he can get some more playing time there at his school down in Texas. So first and second for him, 1-0 the count. Pitch from Blakeney, big swing and a miss from Baumgart. Baumgart at second base tonight. He's typically at shortstop, but they're letting Bazemore have that position. Baumgart not unfamiliar to second base as he's going to line one towards the shortstop on a double steal. He will fire over to first. It's Hashimoto to hook for out number one. So now bring up John Petrie. Petrie was having a heck of a night last Friday here in Clarinda before the game was rained out against the Merchants. He had a single and then a RBI double down the left field line. We'll see if he can do something similar here. He'll have 2 RBIs on a double if he can do it again. First pitch is low. Blakeney on the mound. He's had a little bit of trouble with the strike so far today, as that one's going to be lined towards right field. Running out towards his left side is McLean. He will fire it in, and the runners will tag. And the first run of the game for the Athletics comes off of a John Petrie sacrifice fly. So McLean was able to go over and make the play. I thought maybe that one might get down there in right field, but no wind today. I don't know if you can see the flag distantly out there in center field. Wind is pretty much dead, so that means that I am sweating just a little bit, but that's all right. No pain, no gain. As now the 5-hole hitter, his first at bat at home as an Athletic, is Theo Anderson. Enters. He will face Blakeney, the left-hander on the mound. Batting from the right side, Theo Anderson. That one swung on and sliced towards right field. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder, McLean, and we got a tie game. Welcome to the A's, Theo Anderson. So far, nearly identical first innings for the A's and the Mudcats. A couple of runs scored on 3 hits. Couldn't quite be more even right now. As now Oscar Uhas, the right fielder, will enter in for the Athletics. You'll see his first pitch from Blakeney. That one's in there at the knees for strike 1. 1 strike on Uhas. He's got Theo Anderson on first. That pitch is in there, strike 2. Uhas has seen a couple strikes here on both of the bottom corners. So now 0-2 quickly against Uhas. Pitch from Blakeney is high, getting out of the way. Ducking a little bit is Uhas. He'll get brushed up off the plate. 4-1. So Anderson stands on third. It's a 1-2 count. Pitch from Blakeney. That one swung on and fouled straight back. The Athletics coming into this one 4-1 so far this season. Trying to maybe take the lead here. Runner at first is Anderson, though. Uhas will take time, reset himself, and get back in there. Blakeney kicks, fires. That one's inside, but they're going to call it strike three. That was definitely something there. Oscar Uhas had to get out of the way. That one, it looked inside. Uhas, I'm sure, thought it was inside, but regardless, it is strike three. We will go to the top of the second, all tied up, 2 apiece. We'll be back here in just a moment. We're back here in Clarinda as Dylan McIntyre, the starter on the mound, will look for his second inning of work. He'll have 3 hits and 2 runs in the top of the first inning. Same thing for Nick Blakeney, though, the starter for the Mudcats. 2 identical first innings here in Clarinda to start this one. Batting first for Chile will be the 7-hole hitter and catcher Slayton Stearns, as he will see ball 1 outside. So 1-0 the count. McIntyre, straight out of Northwest Missouri State. He will ready, kick, and fire. That one swung on, fouled off the end of the bat. 1-1, count evened up. So 2-2 our score. Athletics, one of the better records within the Mink League, sitting at 4-1. They'd love to make that 5-1, but Mudcats aren't going to go down without a fight, as that one's outside for ball 2. Mudcats may be 1-5 on the season, but they've played some sturdy opponents so far this year. Pitch from McIntyre. That one's in there on the outer half for strike 2. 2-2 our count, all evened up. This is the only game today here in the Mink League, as that one's outside for ball 3. 3-2 count now full. This is the lone game in the Mink League today. 2-2 our score. Tomorrow it'll be the Jailbirds versus the Nevada Griffins. That will be in Nevada, as that one will be skied towards left field. Under it is Cooper Knight. He makes the catch. So 1 down here in the top of 2. That's exactly how you want to start if you're Dylan McIntyre. So again, I do apologize for the delay on the scoreboard. I am running this myself, and it's hard to keep my train of thought in 2 places. So that'll be Tatsuki Yoshikawa, the left fielder, in. He'll see ball 1 from McIntyre. At the very least, I can give you the score with my voice. Pitch from McIntyre. Man, that breaking ball there on the outside half has been his best pitch so far. Looks like it might be cutter, slider. I'm not sure. I'm not enough of a savant to see what pitch that is from this distance. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Fastball on the outside half. Yoshikawa cannot stay off of that one. 1-2 pitch from McIntyre. That one's low and outside. 2-2. Count now evened up. Looking at the Mink League standings so far this season, it's the Carroll Merchants that sit alone at the top. Merchants are 8-3 so far this season. An impressive year already for Carroll, as that one's outside. Carroll Merchants and the Joplin Jailbirds, top two teams in the league. Joplin 5-2 so far this season within the Mink League, as that one's going to be lined towards left field. Diving and not be able to make the play is Cooper Knight. The center fielder lock-in comes over. He'll make the throw into second. It'll be a long single for Yoshikawa. That pitch on the inside half of the plate. It was a good job by Yoshikawa to get out in front of that one. Make solid contact, just flared it in towards left center field for the fourth hit of the game for the Mudcats. So now with a runner on first, it'll be the 9-hole hitter, Ryder McLean. He's got a chance against McIntyre here, as he will see strike one. McIntyre now allowed 4 hits so far in this one, just in the second inning here. That pitch is swung on in line, just foul towards the left side. Strike 2. 0-2 now the count. St. Joe Mustangs sitting at 4-3 so far this season within the conference. They are 2-2. The North Missouri Natties are 3-7 so far this season. Nevada Griffins 2-5 within the Mink League, 2-6 overall, and then 1-4 the Mudcats within the Mink League, and 1-5 overall. That pitch is going to go back towards first. Almost had him on the back pick. That was a nice throw back towards first by McIntyre. Just barely missed him for the second out of the inning. So now 0-2 count, and they're going to throw back over again. Back in safely. So they're making Petrie work over there at first, as McIntyre is going to try to focus on the batter here. He's got McLean 0-2. That one's high and outside. McIntyre, just 1 strikeout so far. He struck the final batter out of the first inning to end that one. 1-2 pitch. That one swung on and fouled straight back. So 1-2. Runner at first in Yoshikawa. That pitch is lined towards the third baseman, Gill. He'll fire over towards first. A nice dig by John Petrie for the second out of the inning. It was a great all-around play there. Gill was able to get down with it and make the play. He checked the runner at second. There was no way for a double play there. Too quick is Yoshikawa. And the throw over to first is in time on a nice dig from Petrie. So now 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. It's Yoshikawa at second. And now bring in Hashimoto. Leadoff batter for the Mudcats. He stands in from the left side of the plate to face the lefty McIntyre. Comes set. Kick and fire. That one's just high for ball 1. Dylan McIntyre, a few appearances for Northwest so far this season. Northwest was able to make it to the Division II National Tournament. They lost their first 2 games against Augustana and then Arkansas Tech, as that one's inside for ball 2. McIntyre did not make a pitching appearance in either of those games. runner on second, 2-0 the count. McIntyre's pitch, that one's high and outside, so 3-2 now. 3-0, excuse me. Dayton Hashimoto trying to get on here. He's in a 3-0 count, very favorable for him. Right behind him, the on-deck circle is Jackson Nilitz, and he will see the automatic strike one. Three-1 now the count. Against Hashimoto, he's going to fire back towards second, just for funsies, it looks like, by McIntyre. Count remains at 3-1. McIntyre had 13 appearances while he was with Northwest. His record ended 1-0. There's a swing and a miss by Hashimoto. 13.5 ERA for McIntyre. Here's the pitch. That one little check swing foul towards the left field line. So our count will remain 3-2. Reminder, this count was at 3-0. McIntyre's done a good job working himself back into it to fill this count up. McIntyre trying to end the second inning here. 2 down, 3-2 count. That pitch is inside and high for ball 4. So now that will bring in the 2-hole hitter and center fielder Jackson Nilitz. It was Hashimoto that led off the game with a base hit up the middle. And then behind him was the 2-hole hitter Nilitz, who grounded one right back to the mound, and McIntyre was unable to make the play at second. So that one's going to be outside for ball 1. McIntyre comes set with runners on first and second. He kicks and fires. That one's in there for strike 1. Dillon trying to get out of this one. He allowed 2 runs on 3 hits back in the first. He's allowed another hit here, but no runs just yet. So that one's going to be outside for ball 2. A's have had just a little bit trouble pitching, especially in their last game, last Friday against Carroll. That pitch is sliced foul towards the right side. 2-2, count now evened up. McIntyre comes set. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. So a nice strikeout ends the first inning, and now it ends the second here. McIntyre gets it done. Does not allow any runs. 1 hit for the Mudcats as we go to the bottom of the second inning. We're back here in Clarinda as it is time for the A's to come up to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. Our score 2-2 here against the Mudcats. Athletics look to take the lead as already a new pitcher on the mound for Chillicothe. It's Nashiki Iwai. That one is high and inside for ball one. Nashiki, the righty, in now. He's got his first batter, and Gavin Harrington, the catcher for the A's, as that one swung and missed for strike one. Gavin, he has a tendency to take some big swings. We'll see if he can connect on one here. Pitch from Iwai is just outside for ball two. 2-2 our count. 4 hits for the Mudcats so far, just 3 for the Athletics. I guess I say just 3 as if they didn't have a 3-hit first inning and scored 2 on those, as that one's going to clip the bottom of the zone for strike 2. 2-2 our count. We thank you for joining the stream tonight, supporting your Clarinda Athletics. Stream is powered by KMA Sports. As that pitch is high for ball 3, 3-2 now our count. It's courtesy of KMA Sports to bring us this video stream. They've allowed me to use some of their equipment. As that one's going to be swung on and lined straight towards the center fielder, Nilitz, and he will make the catch for the first out of the bottom of the second. So that'll be Andy Gill. Andy Gill at third base tonight, as he usually is. Gill's had a solid season up to this point. We'll see what he's got here against Iwai. That one's high for ball 1. Once again, free admission here in Clarinda. It's 4-H night. Still just the bottom of the second inning, and what seems to be a very exciting game here. So if you ain't got nothing planned, might as well stop by and enjoy your time on a free night here, courtesy of 4-H. 2-0 pitch from Iwai. That one's going to be low. 3-0 the count. Iwai does have 6 walks and 1 appearance so far this season. So obviously difficult numbers for him so far, as that one's going to be high and inside. It's a 4-pitch walk. And a runner on first to start the inning for the Athletics. So 1 down. It'll be Gill at first, and now the 9-hole hitter. It'll be Grant Locken. Andrew Young not playing tonight. He has the night off. He's usually the center fielder batting leadoff, but now it'll be Grant Locken, the center fielder. He's batting in the 9-hole. He's going to take one right off the helmet. Whew. Try and walk that off. And so he will go ahead and shake that one off and jog towards first. Well, that's scary there. You never really want to see anybody hit in the head, but as long as it's not the face. Luckily, he had his helmet on right. Now he will get it right back on and lead off of first with now the leadoff batter, Sean Basmore, a dangerous hitter at the plate. Pitch from Iwai. That one's going to be low for ball 1. So Iwai was able to get the first out of the inning on a fly out towards center from Gavin Harrington. Then he walked Andy Gill, who's now at second, and then hit the 9-hole hitter Locken. So 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch from Iwai. That one, a big swing and a miss from Sean Basmore. Not sure if he has a family member named Shane, but I hope so. Don't exactly sound too wrong there. Sean's got a lot of power. He'll ready. There's the pitch from Iwai. That one, a little check swing back towards the mound. Iwai will fire towards second. It's an errant throw And now the bases are loaded with just one down. It was Taden Hashimoto, the shortstop, that came over to cover the bag at second. He had to jump up just to not let that ball go into center field. Would have been disastrous if he had let that one up and over his head, but luckily the catch for the Mudcats. So now just one down and bases juiced for left fielder Cooper Knight. Cooper, one of the returning A's, and he will see ball one outside from Nishiki Iwai. Behind Knight today is the three-hole hitter Baumgart. Baumgart would love a chance here with the bases loaded, but obviously Cooper Knight wants to drive in at least a couple of these runs with a base hit. Pitch from Iwai, that one's low, 2-0 now. Sure, if you're head coach Ryan Eberle, you're telling your guys, hey, let's be a little bit patient here. A lot of walks and hit by pitches from Iwai so far this season. First, second, and third, load them up. Pitch from Iwai, that one's fouled off towards the left side. Iwai's in a big-time jam now. 2-1 the count, just one down here in the bottom of the second. We're in a tie game, 2-2 our score. Bases juiced, Iwai comes set. He'll kick and fire towards Knight. That one's going to be swung on and sliced towards left field. Undrated making the catch is Yoshikawa. He'll fire in towards third. And the runner from third and Andy Gill will score to take the lead. Obviously not the ideal outcome from Cooper Knight, but that's all you can ask for from your batters. Just get in one of those runs, a nice sac fly, put a ball in the outfield, make a play. That's exactly what he did there. So sac fly, RBI for Knight. So Baumgart, the hometown kid, will stand in with runners at first and second. And now a lead on the scoreboard of 3-2. That one, a little check swing. They'll say he didn't go. At least we believe he didn't go. I did see the umpire point. I thought it looked like he pointed down towards first base, but there's at least strike one. Looked like he pointed down towards first for an appeal on the swing, and he did, okay, even though there was nobody at first. So 0-2 now the count. Iwai needs a big strike here. Runners at first and second. Athletics have already taken the lead in this one. That one swung on and fouled straight back. Still alive is Baumgart. Baumgart, another returning Athletic this season. Clarinda, his hometown. Why would you play anywhere else? 0-2 pitch. That one's in there. Strike three. Breaking ball in the outside half. Draws strike three for Cole Baumgart, but one run for the Athletics on a sacrifice fly from Cooper Knight. We will go to the third inning. Our score in favor of the Athletics, 3-2. here in Clarinda. Seth Morey here with you as we ready for the top of the third inning. Leading off for the Mudcats will be the designated hitter, Jordy Ventura. McIntyre still on the mound. His first pitch is way inside towards Ventura. Jordy Ventura, one of the top players for Northwest. He was often in the three-hole spot. That's where he is with the Mudcats. He batted .333 throughout the course of the season for Northwest, slugging 10 homers as he grounds one toward Bumgart at second, and he will fire towards first for the first out of the third inning. So now that'll bring in Raboy. Javon Raboy playing third base today for the Mudcats. I've been told that my audio was a little bit too quiet, so I've turned it up just a little bit. Do not be afraid to holler into the live stream comments section at me. Don't worry, I can take the criticism as that one's low and outside. So 1-0 the count now against Raboy. He faces McIntyre for the second time. He had a RBI single back in the first, and he will see ball two inside. Pitch from McIntyre. That one's just outside. Now 3-0 quickly. Three of the count. McIntyre trying to work himself back into it, and that one's just going to be outside. It's a 4-pitch walk, and now a runner on first for the Mudcats. So now Raboy at first. That'll bring in Slater Hook, the first baseman. So Raboy at first, Hook at the plate. That one low for McIntyre, the fifth straight ball he's thrown. Dylan McIntyre. He's got a runner on first. He'd love a ground ball to the middle infield. 1-0 pitch from Dylan. That one swung on and chopped foul towards the right side. One down here, top of the third inning. 3-2 our score in favor of the Athletics. This is a Meek League matchup here on the home of the Clarinda's YouTube channel. As that pitch is going to be swung on and popped straight up. The first baseman, Hook, will call everybody off, or excuse me, Petrie. He'll call everybody off for the out to retire Hook. So now it'll be the Maryville native, Cannon Creason. He will get a shot here with Raboy at first. We'll see if Raboy tries to steal here. Back in the first, Raboy was caught in a rundown between first and second, but he was able to reach second safely on the interference call from the first baseman, John Petrie. As he kind of got in the running lane there incidentally. And that one will be in there for strike one. Creason trying to keep the line moving here. Behind him is his catcher, Slayton Stearns. Throw back over to first from McIntyre. It's not in time. No surprise there. McIntyre threw back towards first against Raboy. He caught him in between the bases last time. He's going to try to do something similar. And now Raboy will take off. The throwdown from Harrington is just not quite in time. And Raboy will take second. Regardless, the count is 0-2 against Creason. Creason standing in from the right side of the plate to face the lefty McIntyre. Now he's got a runner in scoring position. 0-2 the count, though. 2 down here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch from McIntyre. That one's going to be swung on, loop towards left field, but it's going to draw up short. There on the fringe of the outfield grass, caught by the shortstop, Bazemore, and that will end the top of the third inning. As we go to the bottom of 3, our score 3-2 in favor of the Athletics. Back here in Clarinda as we ready for the bottom of the third here at Municipal Stadium. So it'll be the first baseman, Petrie, for the Athletics to lead it off here against Nashiki Iwai. Now, reminder, this is the second pitcher of the game for the Mudcats, as that pitch is high for ball 1. It was Nick Blakeney that started on the mound, and he just had 1 inning worked there in the first, and now it's given way to Nashiki Iwai. Iwai gave up 1 run on no hits, as that one is going to be foul tipped back for a strike. 1 run on no hits. It was a walked batter, then a hit batter, and then a steal, and then a Cooper Knight, and then another walk from Bazemore, as that's going to be another hit batter for EY, and that will put Petrie on first. So a lot of free bases issued here by Nashiki EY. As I just mentioned, 1 run on 0 hits back in the second. So that'll be Theo Anderson. He will stand in. Now from the left side, so I'm just now learning, switch hitter. That one's high and on the outside part for strike 1. Nobody down. Runner at first in Petrie. Theo Anderson now stands in from the left side against EY. That pitch is low and inside. Ball 1. Ball 2. No, it is ball 1. I had it wrong. That tells you what I know. So 1-1 the count against Theo Anderson, appearing in his first game in Clarinda. That one's low and outside. The catcher is able to grab it as Stearns. He fires towards second, not in time. And it's a late steal there from Petrie. So now the count is 2-1 against Theo Anderson. EY now has a runner on second. He'll come home towards Anderson. That one's outside. EY has trouble hitting the strike zone, and it's exactly the problem he's had here so far. Second base is Petrie. 3-1 pitch. That one swung on and missed. Big swing there from Theo. Count now full. Anderson, switch hitter out of St. Mary's. 3-2 pitch with Petrie on second. Swung on, fouled off the catcher's mask. We'll do 3-2 once more. Athletics have yet to hit a home run here at Municipal Stadium this year. Of course, still a young season, just 5 games. Well, really 4.5 games, if you want to call it that. The last Friday's game against the Merchants was rained out halfway through. They had to end it after 5, as that one's going to be low. It takes a huge bounce away, and they're going to say that it hit him. Boy, that bounce it took away from the catcher, Slayton Stearns, was big-time trouble, but luckily for him, it was hit off of the batter. So Theo Anderson will wear a pitch, and now it's runners on first and second. And a big opportunity here for Oscar Uhas. That pitch is going to be high for ball 1. 1-0 now the count against Uhas. Great chance here for the Athletic right fielder. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. That one's high and outside. Shiki EY has had a lot of trouble trying to find that strike zone. 2-0 pitch. That one's high, 3-0. This is concerning for the Mudcats here. In danger of walking the bases loaded with nobody out. 3-0 pitch from EY. That one's low. Walk 'em full. Huge opportunity for the catcher, Gavin Harrington. You know he's going to be swinging big. One grand slam on the season for the Athletics. It was by the other catcher, Braden Olson. We'll see if Harrington can meet his counterpart. Pitch from EY. That one's going to be inside and hit Harrington. There's another run, and the bases are still loaded. That's all right, Gavin. It's worth one run. Wore that one square to the spine. So now that'll bring up Andy Gill. Gill's been clutch with the runners on the bases, and we were going to have a timeout on the field. Here comes a different pitcher for the Chillicothe Mudcats. He's got the toughest situation of all. Bases loaded, nobody out. Whenever we come back, it'll be a new pitcher on the mound for Chillicothe. Back in Clarinda, bases loaded, nobody out for the new pitcher, Rafael Concano. And he will stand in on the mound to face the third baseman, Andy Gill. And the bases loaded, nobody out situation. Great opportunity for the Athletics to add on here. They've scored their past 2 runs on no hits. All these bases have been loaded on no hits. Just been hit batters and walks, as that one's going to be fouled off for strike 1 by Gill. Gill was the runner that scored from third on the Cooper Knight sac fly back in the second. It's already a 4-2 lead. The Athletics look to make it more as that one's fouled off the end of the bat of Gill. Great opportunity for the A's. Trying to get ahead here early. Already ahead by 2, but you'd love more. Calcano on the mound in relief of Nishiki Iwai. That pitch is going to be swung on and grounded towards first, bobbled by the first baseman, Hook, and he will tag out Gill. And the runner from third and Theo Anderson scores 5-2 now. Once again, getting it done. Just got to put the ball in play. Good things can happen just like that. And now it is a 3-run lead for the Athletics. And just one down here with a couple runners in scoring position. So now bring in the 9-hole hitter, Grant Locken, and he'll watch ball 1 inside. Bottom of 3, Athletics 4-1 on the season. They're looking to beat the 1-5 Mudcats to improve to 5-1. Mudcats trying to avoid the 1-6 start. Looking for their second win of the season as that one's fouled straight back for strike 1. 1-1 now our count. Athletics just 1 home run on their season. A lot of small ball, a lot of base hits, bunts, infield singles. The Athletics are no stranger to scoring runs, though. 5-2 our score, 1-1 the count against Grant Locken. Here's the pitch from Concano. That one's going to be grounded towards the shortstop. He's going to fire towards first. And they thought it was going to be a force out, and it's not. That one confused me. There was Hashimoto, the shortstop. He got the ground ball. He fired towards home. And I believe that the catcher, Slayton Stearns, thought it was a force because the bases were so often loaded. But just a mental error there from the Mudcats. You cannot have that whenever you're down 3 in the 3rd inning. And they let up another one. Now they're down 4. You don't see that all the time. Throw back to first is going to be not in time. Lock-in slides in safe. Now it's Bazemore at the plate. Runners at the corners. Still just 1 out. I don't think I've seen that in a long time. That pitch, a little check swing, fouled off towards the right side for strike 1. Bazemore looking to tack on more. Already 3 runs scored here. Athletics scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, now 3 here in the third. Wind now blowing just a little bit out towards left field. Pitch from Calcano. That one's going to be lined towards the second baseman. He makes a nice play, fires towards short, and then the throw back to first. I believe it hit the runner, so they're going to say that he's out at first because of the interference from Lock-in. So it will be a double play as we go to the top of the 4th. A couple of interesting plays there to end of that 3rd inning. It wouldn't be baseball, though, if funky things didn't happen. And we will go to the top of the 4th. Our score, Athletics 6, Chillicothe Mudcats 2. It'll be Cannon Creason leading off the fourth inning here for the Mudcats in Clarinda, as the A's took an extension of their lead, now 6-2 in favor of the Athletics. First pitch from McIntyre is going to be in there on the outer half of the plate for strike one. Just 3 hits, but 6 runs across for the Athletics. Lots of walks and hit by pitch and weird plays that you don't normally see in this one. So now it's 0-2 against Cannon Creason. Creason batting in the 6th hole. And that one's going to be on the outside half for ball 1. Athletics already 6 runs here early. 1-2 pitch. That one a little weird swing, just trying to foul it off. He does so successfully. 1-2. One-two pitch again from McIntyre. Grounded right back towards him. He'll hop up and grab it. Now underhand toss a little bit low towards his first baseman Petrie, but he will pick him up for out number 1. Gotta get a little bit more arm on that underhand toss towards first. That's all right. So now it'll be Tatsuki Yoshikawa. One's in there for strike 1. That one's in there for strike 2. Dylan McIntyre, this is his 4th inning of work. He allowed a couple of runs back in the first, but since then it's been all zeros. Here in the top of the 4th, McIntyre already has one down, and he's going to strike out Tatsuki Yoshikawa, and he knew it. So the third strikeout for Dylan McIntyre on the mound. So that'll be the 9-hole hitter, Ryder McLean. That one's going to be swung on in line towards the shortstop Basmore. He does not have a play. It'll go into left field for a base hit. So now the Mudcats 5 hits and 2 runs. Meanwhile, the A's have 3 hits and 6 runs. How backwards is that? So 1 pitch is all that McLean needs. And now he'll give way to the leadoff hitter for Chillicothe. So now Hashimoto has an opportunity, the shortstop. He's got a runner on first. First pitch from McIntyre. That one's in there for strike 1. No shortage of strikes so far tonight from McIntyre. He's been able to dot up the zone. Had a little bit of trouble there in the first, but since then he's been lights out. 0-1 pitch from McIntyre. That one, a bunt went way back into the screen for strike 2. You don't normally see bunts fly that far. I almost want to say that bunt might have been out of the infield if he would have squared it up. Lefty-lefty the matchup here. Runner on first is Ryder McLean. 0-2 pitch. That one's going to hit Hashimoto. Breaking ball did not break at all. And so now it'll be a walk. Runners at first and second now. Now a runner in scoring position for Jackson Nylitz. So Nylitz has an opportunity to drive in the 3rd run of the game for the Mudcats. Pitch from McIntyre. That one's going to be lined towards right field. Coming in is Uhas. He's going to not have a play at the plate, and the run will score for the Mudcats. Now 6-3 our score. Nice piece of hitting there from the center fielder, Jackson Nilitz. Sliced off towards the right side, just fair inside the right field line. So now the Athletics have led up their third run of the game and going to have a quick meeting on the mound with McIntyre. Hey, you got 2 outs. Go ahead and fight them away, and looks like they are going to signal towards the bullpen. And that will be it for Dylan McIntyre. Whenever we come back, we'll have a new pitcher on the mound for the Athletics. It was an outstanding 3 2/3 from Dylan McIntyre, but he goes down here in the 4th. Tristan McMean in relief of Dylan McIntyre on the mound here for the Athletics. In the top of the 4th inning, he comes in with 2 down and runners on the corners. He will face the 3-hole hitter, Jordy Ventura, from the left side of the plate. Athletics leading at 6-3 here at Municipal Stadium on Everly Field. As the sun begins to set towards the west. First pitch from McMean. That one's going to be in there for strike 1 to Ventura. Jordy Ventura, he's 0 for 2. He grounded into a double play back in the first and then grounded out back in the third. Here's the pitch from McMean. That one's low and inside. So Nilitz will advance towards second. Obviously, not a lot of urgency there from the pitcher McMean with the runner on first. 2 down here. Trying to retire Ventura. 1-1 pitch. That one swung on, fouled off towards the left side. So now 1-2 the count. 2 outs for McMean as he's here in relief of Dylan McIntyre. He just needs 1 out here to get out of this 4th. Pitch from McMean. That one's in there. Strike 3 looking. He strikes out Jordy Ventura to end the top of the 4th inning. We'll go to the bottom. Athletics up 6-3. Back here in Clarinda, it'll be Cooper Knight, the 2-hole hitter, to lead off the 4th for the Athletics. First pitch tonight from Calcano is just high for a ball. New catcher behind the plate is J.P. Gonzalez. He will take the place of Slayton Stearns. Next pitch from Calcano is going to be a ball low, 2-0 now the count. It nearly seems like almost every single at-bat that the Mudcats pitchers have been in, they've been behind on the Athletic hitters. That has resulted in the 6-hit and 6-run, just 3-hit effort for the Athletics. That one's going to be low and inside for ball 3. It's been a tough evening for the Mudcat pitching staff so far. Their third pitcher on the mound here in the 4th, and Calcano, and he will get the automatic strike. So 3-1 now. Athletics up by 3 here in the bottom of the 4th, almost halfway through this one. 3-1 pitch, that one's inside, almost got him, but it will issue the walk and a free pass to first base to start the 4th. So now it'll be Cole Baumgart. Baumgart's Clarinda favorite. He's playing at second tonight, normally at short. He's no stranger to second base, though, as that one's low and outside. Back pick towards first is almost in time to catch Knight. A nice job by Cooper Knight to get back in there. Gonzalez fired away at him. So 1-0 the count against Baumgart. Calcano pitches back towards first, nothing doing. One and 0 still our count at the plate against Baumgart. Pitch to Baumgart, that one's inside for ball 2. Once again behind in another at bat. Runner at first in Knight. At the plate, it's Baumgart. Here's the pitch from Calcano. That one's going to be lined towards the second baseman, Creason, and he's going to slip and fall as he's trying to throw towards second. Looks like he's okay, but a little bit of a tumble there. You're right on the fringe of that grass, man. That's a tough place to make a play. And it'll be first and second after the error from Creason. So now it'll be the first baseman, Petrie, and he's going to line one deep left field. That one's back towards the wall. It's going to take a one-hop off the wall and left. It's going to be an RBI double. Runner from second waved home, and the ball gets away from the catcher. He's safe at the plate. What an unbelievable play. The throw beat the runner, Baumgart, but the new catcher at the plate, J.P. Gonzalez, could not corral it. It was there in the dirt for just a little bit, and that delayed the tag. And save of the plate is Baumgart. What a wild play. That ball was crushed from John Petrie towards left. It was a small one-hopper off the wall, no doubt double. And he now stands at second after a 2-run double. Call it 8-3 in favor of your Athletics. And that'll bring in the big Theo Anderson from the left side. Still nobody out. Pitch from Calcano, swung on and missed. High heat to Anderson. He wanted to drive one towards right. Unable to there. Some wild plays already in this one. That one's low and in the dirt for ball one. If you have friends or family that enjoy A's baseball that are not at the game or not watching, hit that little share button there just below the title of the stream. Share with all your friends and family, even people that might not be athletic fans. Share the stream with them. Watch some good baseball here tonight. It's been an interesting, wild game so far, as that's strike two swinging. Once again, the athletics stream this year brought to you by KMA Sports. Graciously allowed me to borrow their equipment for this and bring you guys a scoreboard and live stream this year and commentary. 1-2 the count to Theo Anderson. Here's the pitch from Calcano. That one swung on and missed by Anderson. Man, he's upset with himself there. And he will walk off after the strikeout. So the first out of the inning, after a lot has transpired. And now it'll be Oscar Uhas, the right fielder. Uhas with the runner at second and Petrie. And last home game, Petrie had a double down the left field line that scored one. This time he has a high towering double towards left field, one hopper off the wall for a two-run double, as that one's going to be in there for strike one to Uhas. 8-3 our score in favor of the Athletics. Just now collected their fourth hit of the game. It's been a big-time bullpen game for the Mudcats, as that one's strike two in there. Bullpen games for the team that's got a hit against them are a lot tougher than people might think. A lot of different arms they've got to see. The Athletics have done well here. They've scored in every inning. It's Rafael Calcano, and he will pitch that one in there towards Uhas. He skies it towards left. That catch is made by Tatsuki Yoshikawa. The runner at at second, and Petrie stays put. So now two down for the catcher, Harrington. So now Calcano will have his first meeting with Gavin Harrington, as that one's going to be low and outside for ball one. It's Petrie at second with two down. That one's going to be swung on and fouled off the home plate umpire's mask. They're going to check on him. Hit him right in the face mask. Luckily, he did have his mask on, so he's going to take his hit there. Hopefully he can shake that off. 1-1 now the count, but obviously the attention towards the home plate umpire. We appreciate our umpires coming out here, devoting their time. Call these games for us. There'll be a conversation with the athletics coaching staff. Get him any medical attention he might need. Kind of trying to gather himself there. He's still standing though. Kind of make sure he's got full movement of his neck. That one will wake you up though. Big hand here from the crowd in Clarinda for the home plate umpire. So 1-1 our count here as we resume the at-bat for Gavin Harrington. Pitch from Calcano. That one's going to be in there for strike two. So 1-2 now the count. Calcano has already let up 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch is going to be low and in the dirt, blocked by J.P. Gonzalez behind the plate. 2-2 now the count. Athletics scored 2 in the first inning, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and now 2 here in the 4th. Calcano ready to pitch to Harrington in a 2-2 count with a runner on second. Here's the pitch from Calcano. That one's in there on the outer half of the plate for strike 3. So we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. 2 runs have scored on a John Petrie double towards left as we go to the 5th. McMean will get another inning of work here in Clarinda. As we ready for the 5th inning, your Athletics are up by a score of 8-3 against the Mudcats. The Mudcats, however, are out hitting the Athletics 6-4. The A's have been able to respond as they've been walked and hit by pitch plenty of times tonight. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Javon Raboy. He'll stand in from the right side to face the righty, Tristan McMean. McMean will kick and fire. That one's going to be right back up the middle. Baumgart going to his weak side. He'll knock it down, fire towards first in time for out number 1. Cole Baumgart. What a play there. Great job to get over towards his right side. That is not his glove side. He had to backhand it. He was able to stop it. And then gather himself and make a nice throw towards first. Excellent play defensively for the first out of the top of the 5th inning. And that one's going to be low and in the dirt. I think that one bounced off the face mask of the umpire once again. That one's not nearly as bad. 4-1. Can't quite catch a break some games. Kind of reset himself just a little bit. Man, that's just unfortunate. One-0 pitch. That one's going to be swung on and fly towards center field. Going back is Lock-in. He's got it there in left center field. That one was deep near the warning track, but ran down by Lock-in for the 2nd out. So now quickly 2 outs for Tristan McMean. He's in relief of Dylan McIntyre. McIntyre provided 3 2/3 for the Athletics in this one. He Had a nice day on the mound. Here's the pitch from McMean. That one's going to be swung on and skied towards the third base side into foul territory. It will fall harmlessly to the ground for strike one. 0-1 the count. Cannon Creason now standing in. Righty on righty matchup, 2 down. 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be in there for strike two. McMean trying to make quick work of the Mudcats here in the fifth. 0-2 pitch from McMean. That one's low and outside for ball one. So 1 and 2, already 2 quick outs here for the Athletics in the top of the fifth as they're up 8-3. Pitch from McMean. That one's low and outside. Once again, same pitch there. Can't quite get that to clip the outside corner. That one's in the dirt. For ball two, that evens up the count at 2 apiece. Pitch from McMean. That one's in there for strike three. Looking. Tristan McMean strikes out Cannon Creason to end the fifth inning as we go to the home half of the fifth. Athletics up by 5, 8-3 our score. Athletics hold an 8-3 lead here over the Mudcats as we enter the bottom of the fifth inning. Due up is Andy Gill for the Athletics. A's just 4 hits for 8 runs so far this evening. It's been an excellent job by the Athletic pitching staff as well, only allowing 3 runs so far. As the first pitch from Calcano is going to be high and outside for ball one. Lights now on here in Clarinda as light falls to dusk. Beautiful night here in Iowa. That one's going to be swung on in line towards right field. It's a base hit for Andy Gill. Tally at 5 now for the Athletics on the evening. Nice evening here for Gill as he's on to start the bottom of the fifth. So now he'll give way to the center fielder, Grant Lock-in. Lock-in batting in the 9-hole spot tonight. Behind him is Bazmore, the leadoff hitter. Runner at first, nobody out. Calcano is set. He'll kick and fire. That one's in there for strike one. Lock in. Gets back into the batter's box. Calcano comes set with the runner at first and Gill. He'll throw back towards first, checking on Gill. That one's a little bit close. He's sliding in safely. 0-1 the count. Against Lock-in. Pitch from Calcano is going to be high. 0-1. Count evened up 1 apiece. Couple of errors tonight from the visiting Chillicothe Mudcats. They're 1-5 so far this season. Still trying to find their legs here this season. And that one's going to get away from the catcher, J.P. Gonzalez, and the runner, Gill, will advance to second. He's going to round it and think about third, but he will stay, and it's going to be thrown down by Gonzalez. I'm not sure what Gill was thinking. Now he's going to dive in towards third, and he's out. What in the world was Andy Gill doing? If I could explain what was going on there, I would. There's been endless weird things happening here. I noticed Gill standing far away from second. I don't know if he was trying to mess with the catcher, J.P. Gonzalez, but Gonzalez took advantage of that, and he fired right back towards second and had him caught in a rundown. So I guess a mental error or on purpose error or something was going on there with Andy Gill as he is out for the the first out of the 5th inning. 2-2 now the count against Lock-in. And that one's going to be fouled straight backward by Lock-in. 2-2. The count will remain. Very weird situations so far here in Chillicothe. We've had 3 errors to this point. That one, I mean, if you could call an offensive error, that would be one. As that one's going to be sliced, foul towards the right side. 2-2, our count will remain. So we'll do the 2-2 for the 3rd time here against Grant Lock-in. Lock-in would have had a runner on second after the pass ball. But Andy Gill just, what do you call that? A brain fart possibly by Andy Gill. As that one's going to be popped straight up towards right field. Under it is Ryder McLean, and he makes the grab for the 2nd out of the inning. So back to the top of the order, it'll be Sean Bazemore. I don't know why I keep calling him Shane. He must have a brother. So Bazemore gets a chance here against Rafael Calcano on the mound. Righty-righty the matchup. Bazemore here with 2 down. First pitch to Bazemore is inside for ball 1. Bazemore, the former Mink League Player of the Year. He's one of the most recognizable athletics over the past few years. Familiar face, which isn't quite too common here in the Mink League, as that one is going to be just outside for ball 2. These kids come and go to different places and play in different summer leagues all year. You get a few good ones, few consistent ones. As that one's going to be sliced towards right center field by Bazemore. Boy, that one was hard hit, but under it making the catch is the right fielder, Ryder McLean. Just a little bit of bad luck there for Bazemore, and that will end the 5th inning as we go to the top of the 6th. 8-3 still your score in favor of the Athletics. Back here in Clarinda, 7-8-9 due up for the Mudcats. It'll be J.P. Gonzalez taking his first cuts of the game. From the right side of the batter's box as we get ready for the top of the sixth. First pitch from McMean is swung on and missed. Nice pitch there from McMean. He's been excellent so far on the mound in relief of Dylan McIntyre. That pitch from McMean is also in there for strike two. McMean will get back towards the rubber, and he'll come set. An 0-2 count to Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. That one, a little half swing. That one was right in there. Strike three looking. And the throw around the horn to third is going to be over the head of Andy Gill. But regardless, it is a strikeout. And one out now. Here to start the top of the sixth.
Batting for the Mudcats, number 17, Tatsuki Yoshikawa.
So now it'll be Tatsuki Yoshikawa, the left fielder, to stand in from the right side to face McMean. A couple of righties to start off the sixth inning. That one's high and outside for ball one. Yoshikawa already a strikeout victim so far today, as that one's going to be low and in the dirt. 2-0 now the count. Yoshikawa is now ahead. Athletics are up 8-3. Still, surprisingly, being out-hit 5-6 by the Mudcats. Sometimes baseball is just a little bit funky. Wouldn't have it any other way, though, as that pitch from McMean is going to be outside. It'll get away from Harrington. Now 3-0. McMean with a three-pitch strikeout to J.P. Gonzalez to open up this inning. And now he's behind 3-0. Here to Tatsuki Yoshikawa. Mudcats would love a base runner here. Pitch from McMean. That one's going to be inside for ball four. Runner reaches first. Here, first base runner of the sixth inning for the Mudcats.
Now batting for Chillicothe, number 4, Ryder McLean.
That'll be the 9-hole hitter, Ryder McLean, to stand in. He's playing right field today. If you're McMean on the mound, though, you don't get too shook up about the walk. You can still get a ground ball here and try and get two down, as Yoshikawa will get his lead at first. That one's going to be high and inside. Getting out of the way is McLean for ball one. That's now 5 straight balls from McMean. McMean against McLean. This is their first matchup this evening. Here in the top of the sixth. Here's the pitch from McMean. That one's in there, strike one. 1-1 the count, one down here in the top of the sixth inning. Runner on first is Yoshikawa. He walked. That throw back towards first is going to be not in time. Kawa slides back in safely. Yoshikawa, not sure the exact metrics on his height, but he's not exactly tall, so he's got to be quick whenever he slides back in. He doesn't have that length to get him to the bag. Pitch from McMean, a big swing and a miss from McLean for strike two. McMean trying to strike out another batter here, be his third. If you're Ryan Eberle there in the dugout, head coach of the Athletics, you'd really love a ground ball up the middle here. See if you can't get two. 1-2 pitch from McMean. That one's outside. Throw down towards second, and Yoshikawa is in there safely. So take away the double play. And 2-2 now the count. So now you just got to focus at the batter at the plate. McMean got plenty of runs as his cushion. It's 8-3 ball game, 5-run Athletic lead. 2-2 pitch from McMean. That one swung on and missed. Another strikeout for McMean. And now there's 2 down here in the top of the 6th. McMean has had some nasty stuff so far today. The likes of the Mudcats have not been able to figure out. So now the shortstop leadoff hitter, Taden Hashimoto, will stand in from the left side of the plate, face the right-hander, Tristan McMean. We'll see if Hashimoto can get on. That pitch is just outside for ball 1. Runner on second is Yoshikawa. At the plate, it's Hashimoto. 1-0 the count. Pitch from McMean. That one's high for ball 2. So now McMean will take the rubber again. He'll come set. In a 2-0 count against Hashimoto. This is not a guy you want to be behind on a count with. He's been on base a lot so far this year for the Mudcats, despite their 1-5 record. That one's just inside for ball 3. It's either a quick strikeout or possibly a walk here for McMean so far. On deck, it's the center fielder, Nihilus, and he's going to get an opportunity here as Hashimoto will walk towards first. So runners on first and second by way of the walk, and that will bring in Jackson Nihilus. So Nihilus will stand in from the right side of the plate. Righty-righty the matchup in favor of the athletic pitcher, McMean. First pitch from McMean to Nihilus. That one's in there for strike 1. That's a good way to start it. Pitch from McMean. That one's going to be swung on and skied straight back behind the plate. It's going to be out of play and into the stands. Ricochet off of the bleachers for a loud strike 2. By loud, I don't mean a long, almost home run strike 2. I mean a audibly loud strike 2. Oh, 2 the count. Runners on first and second. McMean trying to end the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be outside. Nice job by Harrington behind the plate. Get in front of that one. And it's ball 1. One and 2 the count now. Pitch from McMean to Nihilus. That one swung on and skied deep towards left field. Under it is Cooper Knight. He has it for the final out of the top of the 6th. As we go to the home half, Athletics still up 8-3. We'll be back here in just a moment. It'll be Knight, Baumgart, and Petrie here in the home half of the 6th in Clarinda as the Athletics lead it by a score of 8-3. My name is Seth Morey, here live from Municipal Stadium. The Athletics are looking for their 5th win of the season. Here's the first pitch from Calcano to Knight. That one's in there for strike 1. Calcano, his third inning of work. He's the 3rd pitcher that the Athletics have seen, as that one's a big swing and a miss from Cooper Knight. Knight has scored twice already in this one. He looks to get on to start the bottom of the 6th innings. That one's going to get away from the catcher just a little bit. It'll be ball 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Calcano. That one swung on in line towards the left side. It's another base hit for Cooper Knight. 2 for 2 so far this evening. So now I'll bring up Cole Baumgart. Baumgart's got an opportunity now with Cooper Knight at first. Cooper Knight, speedy runner, wouldn't be shocked if he tries to take second here. Pitch from Calcano, a little half swing. They'll say he went around. Strike 1 to Baumgart. That hit from the left fielder, Cooper Knight, will now tie the game in hits, 6-6. Obviously, the score reads completely differently. Not a ton of hits for the Athletics, but they've taken advantage of the walks and the free passes issued, as that one's going to be outside. The throw's going to go towards center field. And a nice job backing up his catcher is Jackson Nylitz in center. The steal from Cooper Knight now puts a run in scoring position. So 1-1 our count. Nobody down here. Runner in scoring position. It's a nice steal there from Knight. Calcano fires towards the plate. That one's going to be sliced towards right field. It'll be a hit. That one gets down in front of the right fielder, McLean, and now rounding third and coming home is Cooper Knight. Advancing to second is Baumgart. It was an errant throw from the right fielder, McLean. And a run will score. So yet again, another wacky play will score a run here in Clarinda as the A's pick up their 7th hit on the night. Now 9-3 our score. It was a great job by Cole Baumgart. He was able to take that pitch the other way. It was on the inside part of the plate. And now it looks like they will pinch hit for John Petrie. Coming in for him will be the first baseman now, Parker McNeil. We would imagine that Parker will play first whenever the top of the 7th comes in, as that one's on the inside part of the plate for a strike. No outs. Little flyover here at the A's game. 0-1 the count. And that one's going to be in there, 0-2 now. Gotta love seeing an airplane out in the sky. I'll tell you what, whenever I was in Little League, I was always that one kid in the outfield that was paying attention to the airplane rather than the ball pitched. And then just about that time, the ball would get hit towards me, and my dad would holler at me. It's about my situation back in baseball, and that one's going to be swung on and missed. It's a strikeout for Calcano. And the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So now it'll be Theo Anderson making his A's debut, home debut, I guess I should say. Switch hitter bats from the left side. Very, very valuable here in the Mink League. Not a ton of switch hitters, but whenever you can come by them, it's definitely very valuable. He'll look at ball one low. He's out of St. Mary's, California. They made a deep run into the tournament this season. They've just recently been eliminated, which means the Athletics get Theo. It's good news for the Athletics, not good news for Theo. But it all works out one way or another, as that pitch from Calcano will be high for ball two. Bottom of the sixth, runner on second. I guess I should indicate that on the scoreboard. 61 folks here on the live stream. We want to thank you for joining and watching some A's baseball here on a beautiful Monday night in Clarinda. Pitch from Calcano. That one swung on and sliced towards left field. Backing up and under it is Yoshikawa as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So now two down, runner at second. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Oscar Uhas. Uhas batting in the sixth hole. Now 7 hits for the Athletics tonight. And 9 runs scored. That is premier efficiency. Uhas will get ready to see his first pitch from Calcano. That one's high for ball one. So Uhas with a base hit could potentially knock in the 10th run of the game for the Athletics. It's Baumgart at second, as that one's going to be low and firing back down towards second and caught napping again, but they're going to say he's safe, sliding back in towards second. It was Hashimoto, the shortstop. He just barely couldn't quite get the tag down there. The throw back towards second was in time, but tag was not accurate. I'll tell you what, J.P. Gonzalez behind the plate for the Mudcats has a cannon. That guy can throw down like nothing. I wish I could throw that hard. I probably wouldn't be up here, though. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's in there for strike two. No, I'd still be up here if I could throw that hard. I'd just be really, really good at, like the T-shirt toss or something. So runner at second and Baumgart. 1-2 the count against Uhas, the batter. Here's the pitch from Calcano. That one is just high for ball two. Even up the count at 2 apiece. Great opportunity from Uhas, but he's got 2 on him. Baumgart at second. Calcano pitches. That one's in there. Strike 3 looking. Calcano with another strikeout. And that will end the 6th inning as we go to the top of the 7th. The Athletics add another run on a Cole Baumgart single towards right that turned into a double off of an error. So 9-3 our score. Top of the 7th, we go. Back in Clarinda to lead off the top of the 7th inning for the Mudcats, it's Jordy Ventura, the designated hitter. He'll face McMean for the first time as that one's high and inside for ball 1. It's been an excellent game for the Athletics. They've scored 9 over the course of 6 innings. McMean still on the mound for the Athletics. He's been excellent in relief of Dylan McIntyre. McIntyre went 3 2/3 as that pitch is going to be just low. Now 2-0 to Jordy Ventura. McIntyre went 3 2/3. He was excellent and followed up by, dare I say, even more excellence by Tristan McMean. Pitching has been on par for the Athletics. Here's the 2-0 pitch from McMean to Ventura. That one's in there for strike 1. I've seen a lot of Jordy Ventura at-bats, and he's very, very calm at the plate. He knows how to approach each at-bat. He's never too anxious to hit the ball. He always knows whenever the time is right. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. As I just mentioned, he's not anxious to hit the ball. He takes a home run cut there on a low and inside pitch from Tristan McMean. Now he's in an even count, 2-2. That pitch is swung on and missed. Dropped third, strike by the catcher Harrington. He'll throw it down towards first, towards McNeil for the out. So that will complete the strikeout for McMean, as he's been excellent so far in relief. That'll bring up Javon Raboy, the third baseman tonight. Also, quick note, Parker McNeil is in at first for John Petrie. Petrie was just pinch hit for. We don't believe there was an injury there. But just as we suspected, McNeil is now at first replacing him as that pitch is high and inside. Defense playing straight up here against Raboy. 1-0 pitch from McMean. That one's low and outside. 2-0. Now Raboy in the driver's seat. Two-0 pitch from McMean. That one's in there for strike 1. 2-1 now the count. Raboy trying to get something started here in the top of 7, as that one is just going to be low. 3-1 now the count to Raboy. His squad now down by 6. That pitch is in there for strike 2. 3-2 now the count full. McMean trying to collect another strikeout on the night. Three-two pitch, swung on and missed. Tristan McMean continues his excellence on the mound as he collects another strikeout. Holy smokes. The pitching tonight from the Athletics has been absolutely phenomenal. So now it'll be the 5-hole hitter in for the Mudcats. It's the first baseman, Slater Hook. He sees the first strike in there from McMean. McMean wants to strike out the side. I know he does. He's got it 0-1 to Slater Hook. This kid's on fire. 0-1 pitch. That one's just outside. Good pitch, though. 1-1. So 1-1 count now even. McMean readies, and he'll come to the plate. That one's low and inside for ball 2. Athletics having an excellent game here. They've had 7 hits, just 1 error to this point. They're up 9-3. It's a Mink League matchup here in Clarinda. Pitch from McMean is skied straight up towards center field. Under it is Grant Locken. He will make the catch. And we will end the top of the 7th inning as we go to the home half. The Athletics up 9-3. Looking like they might get their 5th win of the season. A couple more innings to go, though. We'll be back in just a moment. It'll be Gavin Harrington leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Clarinda Athletics against the relief pitcher still out there, Rafael Calcano, for another inning of work as he gets a big swing and a miss out of Harrington to start the 7th inning. Athletics up 9-3. So we're getting a little bit more of a breeze here. The flag out in center might not tell it, but there's a notable cool breeze here in Clarinda as it's giving away to a beautiful evening. That one's going to be inside. 1-1 now the count. Harrington behind the plate today. He was behind the plate last Friday. He sort of shares roles with the other catcher, Braden Olson. Olson has the only home run of the season. It was a grand slam against the Natties last week as that one's fouled straight back. Athletics have started off the season strong. They're 4-1 to this point, 3-1 within the Mink League Conference. Their only loss to the Merchants, that was on Friday, and the game got rained out halfway through. Not that the Athletics would have had a chance to come back. They were down by nearly double digits there in the 5th. It was all merely just a formality for the final 4 innings. As here's the 2-2 pitch from Calcano, and he strikes out Harrington. And there's the first out of the bottom of the 7th. Calcano, once again, he's been excellent on the mound in relief for the Mudcats. Mudcats had some tough luck there in the first few innings. It was Nick Blaney and then Nishiki Iwai that led up most of the runs here in this one. As that first pitch is going to be high and outside for ball 1. The pinch hitter, Bradshaw. So Bradshaw comes in for the third baseman, Andy Gill, as he's going to take a big swing and a miss there. 1-1 now the count. One down here. Just starting the bottom of the 7th inning. Athletics well on their way to the 5th win of the season. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's just high and outside for ball 2. Bradshaw stands in from the right side of the plate. He's in a 2-1 count against Calcano, and that one's going to be in there for strike 2. So now 2-2. Here against the batter, Bradshaw. Pitch from Calcano is going to be flared towards right field. Under it is the second baseman making a play in shallow right field. This can increase in for the second out. So now that will bring in another pinch hitter here for the center fielder Grant Lock-in. It is Andrew Young.
From Missouri Southern University, number 2, Andrew Young.
Andrew Young, the typical center fielder for the Athletics. He had the night off tonight until now Ryan Eberle said, hey, you know what? You're not doing enough here on the bench. Let's get you out there for an AB. He'll bat from the left side of the plate, and the first pitch he sees is fouled off straight back for strike 1. Andrew Young, the typical leadoff man for the Athletics. He's in an 0-1 count to Calcano. That pitch, big swing and a miss. 0-2 now the count. Athletic schedule. Tomorrow a nice off day, well earned for Clarinda. And then they will come back home in a 2-game series against Omaha. They will play Wednesday and Thursday here at Eberle Field as that one swung on and missed. It's another strikeout for Calcano, and that will end the 7th inning as we go to the top of the 8th. Athletics still up 9-3. Back here in just a moment. Eighth inning of action on tap here on the Clarinda A's YouTube with the Athletics up by a score of 9-3. New pitcher on the mound for the A's is Max Leno. As the Athletics are looking forward to their 5th win of the season to make them 5-1. My name is Seth Moore. I've been here with you this beautiful evening in Clarinda.
At third base, number 24, Evan Bradshaw.
Now it'll be Evan Bradshaw taking over at third for Andy Gill. We assume it will be Andrew Young in center, although we know what assuming does. But nonetheless, we do know that it's Max Leno, a little sidearm pitcher on the mound for the Athletics. Athletics have scored in nearly every single inning except for 2 this evening. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, nothing in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and then a scoreless 7th inning for the A's. It's been a barrage of runs, though, from the Athletics. That's what you often see whenever they win. They like to score a lot. The A's have had an impressive season offensively so far. So leading off, it'll be Cannon Creason, the Maryville native, for Leno. That one's just inside for ball 1. To Cannon Creason. The Athletics' last game was this Saturday. They went down to Nevada and they beat the Griffins 9-1, as that one is swung on and missed by Creason. Before that, the Athletics received their first loss of the season in 6 innings from the Merchants. 11-3 was the final score in that one. But the A's in their victories like to score around 10 runs. It's about the magic number every single time the Athletics win. And each one of their wins, the runs go like this: 9, followed up by a 16-run effort against the Natties. Then a slim 4-2 margin win against the Merchants, as that one's a ball. And they defeated the KC Knights by a score of 6-0. That pitch is going to be in there for strike 2. Cannon Creason thought he was going to walk. He started walking, and he'll have to stop dead in his tracks. This is the only game here in the Mink League tonight, the lone game. The Clarinda A's and the Chillicothe Mudcats, as they're going to call that one strike 3 high and on the outside corner. A very late strike 3 call. And boy, Creason does not like that. Of course, the Athletic fans will not boo. And now that'll bring up the catcher, J.P. Gonzalez. Gonzalez came in for Slayton Stearns. I'm told he's typically the third baseman, as he slaps one foul towards the right side. He's typically the third baseman. He's got an absolute cannon for an arm. We've seen him nearly pick off 2 players at second. He picked off Andy Gill on a back pick towards second base earlier in this one. That's a swing and a miss from him, though. JP's last at-bat, he struck out on those 3 pitches. He's in danger of doing the same here. Max Leno looking for his second strikeout. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Leno. That one swung on and fouled off towards the right side. A lot of strikeouts so far tonight from the Athletics pitching staff. That pitch is going to be high and inside for ball 1. 1-2 now against J.P. Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to come back in this count as he fouls that one off. Still fighting alive in a 1-2 count. A lot of strikeouts tonight. 3 from Bazemore. 6 strikeouts from McMean. And then 1 from Leno so far, as that one's outside, 2-2. A total of 10 strikeouts tonight from the Athletic pitching staff. That one's low and outside, 3-2 now. Really nice job by J.P. Gonzalez, fighting off the right pitches and taking the balls, as he's now in a full count. Leno kicks, fire, swing and a miss. The 11th strikeout for the Clarinda A's staff tonight. And Max Leno is right back at it, right where Tristan McMean left off. This has just been an unbelievable night pitching-wise. If you're a big pitching fan, you're watching the right game. So McMean will now ready. He's going to face the pinch hitter, Coladair. So 1-0 now, the count to Adair. He's one of the key players for the Mudcats. He was not feeling too great today, but he's good enough to get a pinch hit at bat, and he slices that one towards the left side. An easy catch made by Cooper Knight for the 3rd out of the inning. We will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Athletics 3 outs away from their 5th win of the season. Stay tuned. Back in just a moment. Back here in Clarinda, it's the bottom of the 8th inning. The Athletic Bats are due back up. Still on the mound is Rafael Calcano. He's been an absolute workhorse to this point for the Mudcats. He came in relief of Nishanki Iwai. He's pitched 4 innings up to this point. He's allowed 4 hits and 3 runs to score. So now it'll be Cole Baumgart. That's strike 1. Excuse me, Sean Bazemore. So first strike to Bazemore is in there. Bazemore playing shortstop tonight. Often see him at the DH position and letting Baumgart take the reps at short, but that one's high. Tonight he gets his regular position that he's used to in shortstop. Little fielding action. Not quite as boring tonight for him. Season a 1-1 count here against Calcano, and that one's high and outside. 1 for 4 night for Bazemore. He had a single earlier in this one, as that one's in there for strike 2. 2-2 now the count. Bazemore, one of the big leaders on this team. So now I'm being attacked by a moth up here in the booth. And it looked like he checked his swing and looks like he held it up. 4-3. So one thing about summer here in Iowa is there's going to be bugs everywhere. I'm not really sure where that moth went, but at least he's out of my sight. Nonetheless, it's a 3-2 count here against Sean Bazemore. Calcano kicks and deals. That one's outside. He will walk Bazemore. And it's a free pass issued to start the inning for the Athletics. So now it'll be Cooper Knight. He's 2 for 3 so far tonight. He also had a sack fly. And he will bunt the first pitch right back towards the mound, and Calcano will slip and stumble. He'll throw it way up over the first baseman. That one gets down to the corner in the foul territory. Bazemore rounds third. He's going to stop halfway and go back towards the base. Now they've got Knight caught in a rundown. He'll try to go back towards second. He's in a pickle now. Now Bazmore's moving towards the plate. The throw back towards home. It'll be Gonzalez trying to run down Bazemore. He'll throw back towards second. Not in time. Both runners are safe. How you like that?
Nice piece of running.
That right there is how you run the bases. So now it'll be second and third for the Athletics with nobody down. Unbelievable. Folks, if you've been with us for the entire time and you've seen the course of this game, you know some interesting things have happened. And if anybody's keeping track at home, please tally that one up for the wild play counter tonight. A lot of different situations have presented themselves, and it seems like most of them have worked out for the Athletics. So 9-3 our score, and looking to do more damage is Cole Baumgart. He sees ball one outside. So 1-0 the count. That pitch is going to hit Baumgart. And now we're going to load the bases here in the bottom of the 8th. So now with the bases loaded and nobody out, we will have a meeting on the mound. Don't see anybody in the bullpen, really no reason. As long as Calcano can still pitch, you might as well just leave him out there. Conversation on the mound while Mr. Theo Anderson dances a little bit to the Drake. Luke Cox always has the beats here at the field. One thing you can always count on at least. Can't count on a lot. You can count on the beats. So now enter in Parker McNeil. A huge opportunity for the first baseman of the Athletics. He pinch hit for John Petrie. He's 0 for 1, and he struck out. Bases juice, nobody down. Here's the pitch from Calcano. That one swung on and driven towards the left side. Under it and making the catch is the left fielder Yoshikawa. Tag up towards home is safe, but the throw towards third is in time. That was a nice throw there from left. And now it'll be runner at first with 2 down now. Run scores regardless. A really nice throw from left to cut down the runner at third. So now Theo Anderson will bat from the left side. Throw back towards first is going to get away from the first baseman. Hook going towards second is Baumgart, and now he's going to be in scoring position. A lot of errors tonight for the Mudcats. I have 4, which really doesn't mean a lot. But it looks like on the official scoring it is 4 here. 4 errors for the Mudcats. They've had a tough time defensively as that one's going to get by the catcher J.P. Gonzalez. But I really do not blame Baumgart from staying there at second. Gonzalez has an absolute cannon behind the plate, and I haven't seen hardly anything like it since Yadier Molina. It's unbelievable. Wouldn't be shocked if he gets drafted. Good Lord. Guy could throw out somebody stealing center field. So 1-0 the count against Theo Anderson. Pitch from Calcano is on the outside half. 4-strike one. 1-1 now the count. I'll tell you what. I'm not really sure if the camera's doing it justice. Theo Anderson is a huge kid. He's about 6'6", according to our expert Luke Cox. And I'll tell you what, man, I think he could just put a charge into one. 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. What I'm saying here is if that big swing and a miss, that pitch is on the inside half, I mean, I think it's way out of here. Theo's just got to try to time it up. You know he's got the power, just can he make the contact? Runner on second and Baumgart. 2 down here, 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Calcano. That one's in there. Strike 3 looking. Another strikeout for Rafael Calcano. And we will head to the top of the ninth. The Athletics 3 outs away from their 5th victory on the season. Don't want to discredit Rafael Calcano's effort, though, tonight, as he racks up his 7th strikeout of the evening and an excellent outing. Although his team down big as we go to the top of the ninth. 7 runs, the score for the Athletics, as they try to pick up another win. Back here in Clarinda, on the mound is Cooper Eberly. Here on a beautiful Monday night in Clarinda at Municipal Stadium. The Athletics are up 10-3, and they look to close out their 5th victory of the season against the Chillicothe Mudcats. So it'll be the 9-hole batter, Ryder McLean, due up to start the inning against Cooper Eberly. He's going to try to close it out on what's been an 11 strikeout night combined for the Athletics. Definitely a highlight reel type of night for the pitching staff. So they're going to have a quick meeting here before the inning can even start. I'm not really sure what they're talking about. Probably where they're going to eat afterwards. That is the one problem with trying to go somewhere to eat after an A's ball game, is normally the visiting team is taking up the McDonald's, which is one of the only places open. It's a long line, so you got to get there quick. Regardless, here's the first pitch from Eberly. That one's in there for strike 1. So Ryder McLean, he stayed in the entire time. A lot of substitutions for the Mudcats. He's 1 for 3 as he takes a big swing at a high arcing curveball at the top of the zone. You really don't see a curveball dropping in at the top of the zone a lot. Clearly, Ryder was not ready for it there. 0-2 quickly. Eberle kicks, pitches. That one's high and inside. Went from the curveball to the high inside, right across the front of your face fastball. We'll see if he goes right back outside. 1-2 the count. Eberle kicks, fires. That one swung on and missed. 12 strikeouts now for the Athletics. Unbelievable job. This is the best night of Athletics pitching that I have seen. I'll tell you what, if they keep doing this, they're going to be a force in the Mink League. So now it'll be Taden Hashimoto, the leadoff batter and shortstop tonight, and he will watch strike one. No shortage of strikes.
Hashimoto is fifth at bat tonight. Leadoff man for Chillicothe. No balls and 1 strike to Hashimoto, and here it comes.
That one's just outside. 1-1 now the count.
1-1 on Hashimoto with 1 out. The A's play Hashimoto straight up on the infield and in the outfield. 1-1 from
That one's low and inside. Ball 2. Athletics have been tremendous at getting on base tonight.
Fans want to see their A's win their second home game of the season tonight. Hashimoto sends a high fly ball down the left side. It'll be playable, raging over the third baseline.
That one's fouled off towards the left side. They've gotten on base 12 times and only left runners on 7.
So now 2-2 on Hashimoto. And they'll have to battle here with 2 strikes and 1 out in the ninth. 10-3 Clarinda A's. Mudcats need 7 or more to continue this ballgame.
So Hashimoto
Hashimoto
trying to dig the Mudcats out of a hole. 2-2 pitch. That one's in there. Strike 3 looking. 13 on the board now for the pitching staff of the Athletics.
and that's the second strikeout of the inning for Eberle.
You got to be kidding me. These guys are lighting up.
Now batting the center fielder, number 27, Jackson Nilitz.
So now it'll be Jackson Nilitz. How do you approach this at bat? You try not to strike out.
Open stance for Nilitz.
That pitch in there for strike 1.
And now down to their final 2 strikes tonight are the Mudcats. Trying to avoid losing 6 straight, but they'll need a whole bunch here with 2 outs in the ninth. Eberle from the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That pitch in there for strike 2.
Down the middle to Jackson Nilitz. 0-2 on the Mudcats center field tonight. And the Mudcats down to their final.
There are 27 possible outs in a baseball game. 13 of them have been struck out by the Athletics. The 0-2 pitch is high for ball 1.
He tried to go with a little quick pitch action in the windup. Slid the foot real quick and held it high.
Trying to strike out more than half the batters that they have faced is the pitching staff of the Athletics. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Eberle. That one's just low and in the dirt for ball 2.
Doesn't matter. There's nobody on base for Chillicothe here tonight.
Nice hustle by the bench of the Athletics. Go get that one. Really getting after it over there. 2-2 the count. Pitch from Eberle. That one swung on and chopped towards third base. Coming in on it is Bradshaw, and he misplays it. And Nilitz reaches first on an error from Bradshaw.
And that can get it going. And that can really start a 2-out rally. Never really done in baseball.
Down by 7 runs on the Mudcats.
Now batting for the Mudcats center field.
And now that'll bring up Jordy Ventura.
Late in the game. Probably not going to come back, but in baseball, anything is possible.
I do have to admit, I do have a little bit of a soft spot for Jordy Ventura. He's 0 for 4 tonight, though, the Northwest Bearcat. Big integral part of that team this season that went to the NCAA Division II tournament, as that one's in there, strike 1.
And 2 groundouts. One of those groundouts was a double play. And we see strike 1 from Cooper Eberle.
Jordy has struck out twice so far this evening. He's also grounded into a double play, as that one's in there now 0-2. Athletics trying to finish off this game and claim their 5th win while also striking out their 14th batter of the game. Eberle rocks his arm and comes set. At the belt, kicks, fires. That one swung on and fought off. Left field. going back towards his left side, and it's going to be over the head of Cooper Knight on a diving play. It goes clear to the wall. Knight throws it in to the cutoff man, and the runner from first comes around to score. It's an RBI double for Jordy Ventura. Ventura is a doubles machine, and he did it right there. A great job just to lift that one up over the left fielder, Cooper Knight. Really not a lot that Knight could have done about that one. I mean, that one was over his head by quite a bit. It would have been an absolutely outstanding catch if he would have made it. So now it'll be the third baseman, Ravoy. Ravoy takes ball one. Ventura led all of the Bearcats in 19 doubles in their season. He's got one here with the Mudcats. That one's in there for strike two. 1-1 now the count. No pressure here for Eberly still. Still a nice 6-run lead. Here in the bottom of 9. Athletics trying to win this one here as that one's fouled back. 1-2 now the count. Mudcats down to their final strike. Athletics looking for a beautiful victory on a gorgeous night here in Clarinda. Eberly comes set. He kicks and fires. That one is going to be just low for ball two. 2-2 pitch. It's a great pitch. Couldn't quite get it. 2-2 count, though. He's going to be aggressive here pitching-wise. Here's the pitch from Eberly. That one swung on and foul off straight back. Jonathan Raboy trying to keep fighting. 2-2 the count. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Athletics trying to close it out. Eberly kicks, fires. That one's in there. Strike 3 looking. It's a 14 strikeout game for the Athletics as they win this one by a score of 10-4 over the Chillicothe Mudcats. What an amazing game it was from the Clarinda Athletics as they claim their 5th win of the season, now 5-1 on the year for the A's. Mudcats will fall to 1-6 so far this season. It was an excellent job pitching all around from the A's, as they will now advance and look forward to Omaha. They will play them Wednesday night and Thursday night. We'll be back here for more from Clarinda in just a moment. Back here in Clarinda, Seth Morey here with you after the Chillicothe Mudcats fall the Clarinda Athletics by a final score of 10-4. It was an epic night for the Athletics pitching-wise, a final 14 strikeouts on the game. Just to put that in perspective, if maybe you're not a huge baseball fan, but you're watching for a family member, there are 27 possible outs in a baseball game. 14 of those, so more than half, were struck out by the Athletic pitching staff. It was Dylan McIntyre to start the game. He went 3 2/3. Then Tristan McMean was absolutely outstanding. He went 3 1/3 and struck out 6. After him, it was Max Leno. He pitched the 8th. He struck out 2. And then Eberly struck out the side to round out the game in the 9th inning. Some final stats for your Athletics. 2 for 4 was Cooper Knight. He had an excellent evening. He drove in 1 run. He walked as well. Theo Anderson had a hit and an RBI. He was 1 for 4. 3 RBI night for John Petrie. He had a huge double towards left that went up off the wall to help give the Athletics the lead that they would not take back down in the bottom of the 2nd. So that'll do it here for me in Clarinda. We thank you for watching and joining this stream and watching your Clarinda Athletics or your Chillicothe Mudcats play on a beautiful evening here in Clarinda. Your final score, 10-4 in favor of the Athletics. They will play Omaha on Wednesday and Thursday night here at home. We'll be live for those as well, both games at 7 o'clock. Back then for more.